Hoy las drums de esas, Chaz.
Impressive.
Parecía rock and roll, ¿verdad?
Yeah, I thought, Tama?
Hey. Puro Neil Peart. The Rush.
How did your gig go in Brownsville?
Oh, tuvo toda madre, carnal.
Did you do a tribute to Ozzy?
Oh, yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, go to our Whiskey D TikTok and Instagram y también Facebook. We're putting up videos, man, para que se queden curados. Yeah.
You did War Pigs, right? You had to.
Oh, dude. Cállate la boca, shut up, papa. Everybody was totally impressed. We had like about 200 people there.
Nice, man.
Which was, awesome. We had been in Brownsville.
It was you were at a food park, right?
Yeah. The Broken Sprocket Food Park. A ver cuando David Lee va y toca ahí. David
I
Lee.
know.
¿No has tocado ahí, Dan?
No, Dad. Hemos ido para. I don't remember.
Allá está en Brownsville.
I don't think so.
No, not a truck
Name
park,
is not
no.
familiar.
We played in Brownsville, pero.
Están ocupando grupos. The weekend we played, it was Lucky Joe on Friday, and Saturday it was us, and then Sunday it was La Tropa F.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, you guys ought to come down, man.
We need to.
And Cesar's here with us, man. David Lee Garza's vocalist, man.
Nice to officially meet you again, brother.
He's the testosterone of the band, right? He's a testosterone. Oye, ¿qué tantos años tiene Cesar?
33.
33?
33.
Pony Dorset, vato.
33.
I remember when I was 33 years old.
I don't know if it's
man.
something in the band because ya estoy como David Lee, como dice, muy apenas puedo andar.
No, bro. I mean, estos datos de volada se dan palos, se duermen, ¿verdad? Y tú sí quieres seguir poreando y todo, ¿no?
Since I turned 33, ya casi no.
No, ya no.
Ya me dieron los huesos.
El David Lee, pues ya, ¿qué tantos años tienes que ya no?
¿De qué edad?
Tú nunca has poreado, ¿verdad? Like heavy duty. Nunca te miraba yo pisteando.
Not like Keith Richards, right?
No, not like that. No,
¿verdad?
No, I'd have my beers. I put down some beers a long time ago.
Sí, pero
ya, slow down, ya estoy.
Carnal, cuando estábamos en los 90s, era puro pinche boliche y golfo y la chingada.
¿Te acuerdas,
también no andamos en el pedo.
¿Te acuerdas?
Sí.
Yeah, we
bowling.
We bowled one day and then we were on the golf course another day.
Babe, believe it or not,
What?
they came down and the guys from Puro Tejano, they wanted to film a show. David Lee Garza and the Musicales are coming down and we're going to film a show with them. Okay, yeah, we're going to do it at a bar or play some pool or drink some beers or what. No, they want to go bowling. What?
Bowling.
Pues ahí venden mironga también.
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah.
And so we met, it was in Brownsville, right?
Was it Brownsville? Yeah, we were heavy into bowling for a while.
Yeah.
I bowled for like 25 years.
Sí.
On Monday nights.
Sí.
After the weekend. The weekend, toda la semana tocábamos, and Monday was the only day off, and then Tuesday or Wednesday we start working again.
Yeah.
So, nomás by chance, que agarramos de ir a tocar, a jugar bowling, a bolichar.
You got in a league and all that?
We got in a league, on a Monday night league.
¿Y se ponen rowdy los leagues o no?
Oh, yeah.
Sí.
The primero was funny. Que, le mistiate la bola.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we got serious, man.
Sí. Hey, don't make fun of my fuck up, man.
No. Le mistiate.
¿Se agarran a chingazos o no?
No tanto así.
Put a gutter ball. Put a gutter ball.
Como el vato, what's the name of that movie, The Great Lebowski or The Big Lebowski, cuando está el pinche, el vato que era esposo de Roseanne, John Goodman, con el cuete y la chica estaba bien chisqueado. Have you seen that movie?
I saw it.
That's funny shit, man. They're bowling. And so no more bowling, man. Se metieron al golfo. And I'm not talking about the Gulf of America over here. I'm talking about the Gulf. I'm talking about golf, the game.
Yeah, the game.
You guys got into golf and abandonaron el bowling.
Yeah.
Vendieron las bolas y la chingada.
No, ahí está. No colgamos los tenis, nomás lo ponemos a un lado. No, then we got into golf, and then we take our golf clubs everywhere we play. Right? Y amanecíamos en Midland or Lubbock. Ya sabíamos dónde estaban los golf courses, you know.
And had you golfed before bowling?
No, pero cuando empezó el Tiger Woods,
sí.
We got that fever, man. Y el carnal dijo, brother, let's play golf. Dijo, that's a game that you can play till you're 80, 90 years old. No, hombre, ya está muy caliente el sol.
La madre, carnal. Oye, pero yo creo, you know, in the 80s, pues los Tejano bands, they weren't big record label guys yet. Y nomás hicieron record label guys in los 90s. Say, now we golf. We're golfers now.
That's a rich sport.
Yeah.
Status symbol.
Yeah, it's an expensive sport, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Shit, los palos cuestan chingo de feria, carnal. I went to go buy some. I went to go look for some sticks, man.
Right.
Some golf clubs, and like, oh, this one's $350. What the hell?
Dale para Academy, compra todo el set por $89.95.
Bro, I went to go. You know Mark Fanage, right?
Advertising.
Yeah. Mark Fanage. He's from locally from here. He's got Fanage Media. Well, he invited me to golf one time at the place Cimarron over there in Sherryland. Puro high sosiégate, carnal. Puro high sosiégate. Casas chingonas.
And then Rock shows up like Rodney Dangerfield.
No, hombre, carnal. I walked in there with like my sticks were like from all over the place. Tenían flames y la chingada. I mean, what brand are they? I have no fucking idea.
It was a mismatched set, right?
Era como se dice un pinche todos los
Potpourri.
Un popurrí de puros pinches clubs y la chingada.
Una capirotada.
Yeah, well, this is my 9-iron. Ay, el hocico, el pat. Y de ahí deja tú. Pegas y haces un pinche drive con madre.
Oh, yeah.
Caes al green y la chinga. Y hay como 20 tries para hacer el pinche. El pinche. O si no es vice versa, no.
Right,
Te duras, quién sabe, como 6 para llegar. Y de volar la metes y gana. Qué bárbaro. So do you golf no more? Nah?
I have a golf tournament every year.
Oh,
Ahora
sí?
que me acuerdo on Columbus Day, October. Every Columbus Day in October.
Ahora es Indigenous Day, ¿no?
Yes, he just offended the whole
Who did I offend? Who did I offend?
Pues hiciste ofenda a todos los de liberals in the United States of America.
Amén, no sé.
Yeah, so, porque dicen que Columbus vino
that he's a genocide king, apparently.
que es un colonizer, genocide, chingo de pedo, todo ese jale. So, pero pues sí, va, como quiera les dan el day off y no van a jalar los cabrones, aunque no les gusta.
That's true.
Yeah, so we have a tournament on that day. So I got golf for sure on that day.
Yeah.
And then after that, miramos on TV, miras el golf. Y vamos a golf esta semana, órale. No, hombre. Está muy caliente. No, vamos a golf ahora. No, está muy caliente.
Te tienes que levantar temprano.
De la mesa.
You gotta be at the place at,
court,
6 in the morning, carnal.
Yeah.
Con serenito y la chingada.
Para terminar con las 10:30. Yeah.
Oye, pero when we first started golfing, puede estar 120, vato.
Ahí andamos.
Puede estar 20 degrees y drizzling. Ahí andamos, como los bikers.
Right.
Cuando de primero compramos una motorcycle.
Right.
Donde que está lloviendo.
Va a llover.
50% chance, ahí vamos. La bike. You still riding your Harley too?
Still, yeah.
¿Sí?
Still. When I get a chance.
Nice.
Órale.
Yeah, when I get a chance. During the week, mostly.
And he lives in Poteet, babe. That's close to the hill country over there.
Yeah,
Man. He gets
super
all the
nice.
good roads
Yeah.
over there. Man.
Lucky.
Yeah.
When you were a little kid, did you go to the Strawberry Festival and all that?
As long as I can remember, yeah.
Dude, he's been playing since he was a little kid. Since he was
Did you play at the Poteet when you were in elementary?
Yes, elementary, junior high, high school. We already had a band. My dad, myself, and my dad, and
his
Adam.
brothers. Yeah, his brother's a drummer. His other brother right here that's with us, Rich, he was a bass player, and then he had another guitar. El que estaba bien flaquito con la guitarra de la United
de la
States.
Garza.
Chief.
Yeah. Chief. He was from Seguin. He passed
Was
away.
he your brother or no?
No.
He
Él
wasn't.
Él era más fino de la Garza.
Yeah.
Nosotros somos Garza.
Órale.
Él era de la Garza.
He used to have that guitar, and it was the United States of America, dude. It was the shape of the
Gibson.
country.
It was a Gibson guitar.
Where is that guitar, man?
His family has it. Yeah, his family
See?
still has it.
Dude.
So it was the continental U.S. It had Florida and the whole
the
shape.
whole rock.
It was like the whole
United States.
The whole U.S.?
Yeah,
It was all the contiguous states together. Yeah.
and then there was an extension in Hawaii. Was big.
Oh my God.
That was a Tremelo bar.
Decía arriba que Alaska, acá arriba.
Yeah. Acá arriba by the stock estaba Puerto Rico.
Oh my God.
No, but it was just the continental USA.
USA.
And it was I'd always trip out with that
That's
guitar,
cool.
dude. It was freaking awesome. And he was so tiny. He was a tiny guy, right?
Yeah. The guitar wasn't really heavy, and after one time it broke. Something happened to his guitar, and he took it to the shop. He trajo una Les Paul. No, hombre, dijo, está bien pesada esta guitarra. Yeah.
Wow.
It was heavy.
I remember him, bro.
Yeah, man.
He was
Maldito.
one of the, he was with you for a long time, dude.
Yeah, at least 8 or 10 years, something like that. Yeah.
So when you were in elementary, what songs were you singing?
My dad and myself, we learned all the Relampagos songs. the Relampagos, Los Cachorros, all them songs, you know. And songs that they played on the radio, actually, you know, KDA radio there in San Antonio, they played conjunto, a lot of conjunto. So my dad would write the lyrics, the words of the song, y la aprendíamos. It didn't have to be Relampagos or Cachorros, you know, whatever was trending at the time. Really?
Yeah. This is the stuff David Lee grew up on.
That's right. Con la tinta de mi sangre.
Yeah. Ramon, he has to sit down and play now, bro.
I saw that, man.
He was doing his last tour.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Oye. Cornelio y Ramon.
En un papel que de una cesta he recogido, pongo estas letras dedicadas a mi madre.
What comes to your mind when you hear these songs, David?
My grandpa and grandma.
Sí.
You know, my dad and myself, we'd go over there to my grandpa's house.
Ajá.
Llevamos el bajo y el acordeón.
Wow.
Y mira, abuelo, we learned this one, or my dad would tell him, órale, mijo, vamos a enseñarle a abuela y abuelo, you know, we learned. So songs like that, you know.
Yeah.
Salió un álbum nuevo de los Relampagos. Before you knew it, we knew all them songs.
Wow, man.
Yep.
And what are your memories of your grandpa and your grandma, man? Wow. And they were living there in Poteet.
In Poteet, yeah, exactly. Yeah, beautiful memories, man. We'd always get together on Sundays and barbecue there. The whole family, my dad's siblings, you know, the two sisters and two brothers, that we'd all get together there with all the kids y todo. And that's a beautiful memory.
Los primos y las primas. And
yes, sir. And the spread of food de aquí a la calle.
Qué bárbaro, ¿no?
Yeah.
Qué bonitas memorias.
Qué bonitas, yeah.
Y ya no pasan muchas así.
No,
¿verdad?
yeah, it's weird. You know, ever since I recall during the pandemic, nobody visits nobody anymore. Man. Everybody stays home, and ya no hay con que, hey, vamos a ir para la casa de David, or I'll go see my mom.
Yeah.
You know, every day, every other day, we go see her. You know, our dad, like I said, our dad passed away, pero mom's still there. Y vamos y la visitamos allá. Pero other than that, Rock, ya no se visita a nadie, you know. So que ya para las 6:30 te ponen las payamas. Ya, no va a venir nadie como quiera. Ya.
Yeah. It's a sleepy town now.
That's
¿verdad?
right.
It's a lost art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, man.
Wow, man.
Sad.
And so were your grandparents into music, or your dad was the first one, was the only family member out of your grandparents that played?
My grandfather's brother se llamaba Adolfo Garza. He was he was blind at 6 years old. Iba a la escuela and they were passing a railroad track, a bridge. Y cayó para abajo, se cayó. And there was a glass in the water, and it blinded him.
Oh.
Yeah, he had that freak accident, man. So él quedó cieguito since he was 6 years old.
Okay.
And él solito, he learned the guitar, how to play the guitar y el violín. And my dad, you know, was like the oldest of the kids, of my grandpas. And they would visit him, and pues él sacaba la guitarra. And I guess that's where my dad took interest, you know, in playing, because his other brothers nomás lo único que tocaban el radio, you know, en los carros.
Yeah.
That's about it. Pero my dad was the only one that took interest in music. So my dad taught him, you know, my uncle taught him how to play the guitar. And then my dad taught himself how to play the accordion y el bajo sexto, and the bass, of course.
You know, back then music was like an integral part of every family, you know, because there was not much more than that. And not everybody had TVs, you know, they had radios. Yeah. And so music was basically the thing that brought a lot of families together.
It was the hobby.
Yeah. Yep. And so your dad started the band.
Yeah, exactly. He would play with local bands. Ahí le ayudaba a este y el otro de las bandas. And then he had his own band. Tony Garza y su conjunto. And then after my mom had the twins, my brother Richard and Becky, my mom told him, hey, córtale. You're going to pause the music for a little bit. You help me raise these kids. So ya cuando completaron ellos como 3 or 4 or 5 years old. Entonces, my dad, he never stopped playing, pero he didn't have his own band. He would always le hablaba, Antonio, ¿puedes venir a ayudarme en el acordeón acá en Pleasanton, or Carlota, or Christine, or San Antonio? And my dad would go, you know, once in a while, not too often, of course. Pero then we started growing up, and he would have bands go practice at our house, and they would leave the equipment there. And I was always intrigued by the drums.
Yeah.
You know, every kid, you know, wants to, wow. So I would see the guy play the drums. They se iban. Dije, mañana vengo por las tamboras. Pues, no, hombre. Nomás se iban. I get on the drums. I said, I said, I can do this. I can do this. So I told
And
my
how
dad-
old were you there?
I was about 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And I would tell Dad, I think I know how to play the drums, Dad. So he would get the bajo, and yo lo seguía en la tambora. Well, after a while, Rock, I said, Dad, this is boring, Dad. So I don't know how those drummers, this is boring, the drum, hitting on the drum. Yeah, I need a challenge. I want more of a challenge porque ya trae la música entre mí, I liked all the instruments, I liked them, but I didn't know how to play them. Dijo, ¿quieres un challenge? We went to the closet and picked out trajo una caja. Dijo, what's that? Y sacó una Hoover accordion. Dijo, este es un acordeón. Ahora te voy a enseñar una polka. And from there on, you take it on. If you like it, if you learn how to play it, then you're on your own. I said, really? Yeah. So me enseñó Nuevo Laredo. And I picked up on it real quick, I would say in a day or so. And then I told him, I know how to play the accordion now, Dad. Oh, sí, a ver. And so I played it. Dale esa.
Esta.
Esa.
This is the first song that David Lee learned.
Yep.
La primero. That's a good trivia right there, Dad.
All right.
Ain't that cool? How long did it take you to learn it, man?
About a day or so.
See?
Yeah, but no sabía nada, of course, and then I started learning another polka, and it was weird. I always remember. I told my dad, okay, I'm going to learn this other one, but, help me a little bit. Dijo, pues, a ver, ¿qué sabes? And I would start the polka, and ya me enseñaba un poquito, y no se me quedaba. Tenía la cabeza de Teflon, no se me pegaba nada.
Así la tengo yo ahorita.
Yeah, you do.
Mijito, Prevagen, pero está bien caro ese pedo, carnal.
No, hombre, so I went to the kitchen, and I got those food colorings que usaban para los cakes. Que echaban dije, Dad, dijo, ¿qué es eso? Dije, well, márcame las notas donde tengo que pegar. Dijo, oh, qué bonito, va a estar toda marcada el acordeón. Forget that. Digo, you gotta learn it. So that's why I had to quebré la cabeza aprender, all the rest of the songs.
He needed accordion hero, not guitar hero, ¿verdad? Have you heard of that Guitar Hero?
Yes, sir.
Where it's colors too, right? Isn't it colors on the guitar and
I
shit?
think there was a TikTok with somebody did a David Lee song on
On that?
Yeah.
The que Danny te enseñó, that
Wow.
accordion.
Yeah.
It was a Marco song, yeah.
Oye, Cesar, and you're from San Antonio? You're from that area?
Robstown.
Robstown.
Yeah.
Robestan.
Robando
We were just
Stan.
talking with, who was it? But that Robstown in that area, Kingsville, all that coastal band has a big, rich musical history.
Yes.
I mean, you got guys that came out of the King Ranch like Pio Trevino, and then you had Bobby Naranjo, también los hermanos Serrata, just a whole bunch of different, great musicians. Juan Solis, who was, we were going to have Juan Solis here on the show with David Lee today as well, but he couldn't make it, but it would have been cool to have him on.
Cool. I wanted to interview that guy.
Yeah. Well, I met his son at a concert.
At a concert, yeah.
And that's why I wanted him here, because you were going to be here, because his son had told me that you had recorded a song from him or something, that he wrote several songs, yeah. That you did quite a few songs that he wrote. And I was like, man, it would have been great to have a little bit of that knowledge from you guys here today. But we'll do it again another day.
Yeah, seguro que sí.
Ya sabes, Juan, cuando quieras aquí está, carnal. Aquí te tenemos lo que tú quieras, pizza, pastel, agua, cake,
Fideo.
lo que tú necesitas, carnal. Fideo, So you're from Robstown, dude. Wow.
I live in Robstown. I actually grew up right next door to Jesse and Rene Serrata. They were my neighbors growing up. So
do you still live in Robstown?
I still live in Robstown.
And is Jesse still there? Not Jesse. Jesse passed away. Rene.
Rene's in I think Bay City or Baytown. One of those. Yeah.
I've wanted to interview because
I think after the mom died, La Señora Escochea. I think after she passed, the family kind of left Robstown.
Yeah.
Abel, the brother, was living with Miss Escochea there. Ya cuando falleció ella, the family kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
They just went their own ways.
I always thought, man, I wish I was doing this when Jesse was still around, because Jesse Serrata, man, one of my favorite singers, dude.
That's one of my heroes right there. I grew up right next door, and I would go and sing with him on the porch. He, hey, cabrón, you're singing. Canta esta or canta la alta, or you're singing wrong, or so I have a lot of memories with Jesse, Cuando llegaban in the van, you know, my mom would tell me, ahí llegó Jesse. Ahí va el fastidioso. Ahí va el fastidioso. Sacaba la guitarra y el bass y cantaba con... I would sing with him and Renee on the porch.
Yeah.
So...
And they had similar voices, but still different.
They did.
I think this guy had a thicker sound, and then
Jesse had a real strong deep voice.
Yeah.
Cuando salgo a los campos.
Cuando salgo a los campos, me acuerdo.
Bobby.
Yeah.
What do you think of Bobby's accordion player, man?
That's one of my heroes.
Right, dude.
Yeah, man. I don't. Unos deditos chiquitos que tiene, man. He plays awesome.
He's got that polka album that he has with that
big.
What kind of
quarter vox or something. It's a electronic or a MIDI, like a MIDI accordion.
Dude, it's incredible. He's like, and it's a really cool album cover. Right? He's just like in the middle of a goat corral, and there's one goat or two goats there.
Wait, what's the name of this album?
And he's standing under a tree, and he's got that accordion, and the accordion is like from his chin down to his waist, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's how big that thing was.
What's it called again?
Mi Acordionio.
Yeah.
Bobby Naranjo.
Yeah. It should. The cover should be on Google. What kind of accordion was that?
The brand was like a Quartervox, I believe. Quartervox accordion. It was a MIDI accordion. You plug it into back in the day, they plug it into a Leslie box. Remember the Leslie cabinets that had a thing that whirled around? It was a speaker. It was a speaker for keyboard.
You know who had one? We just saw one with Charlie Crockett. He had the guy that was playing the piano and the horns. He's a multi-instrumentalist, and he had something, and it had like a fan. And I said, I guess it's a fan to keep him cool.
That's what he said.
Well, what is that again?
A Leslie. It was called a Leslie box.
Oh,
a Leslie.
That's an enormous accordion.
Yeah, right? It is. Yeah.
Hey, where is it?
That's an awesome album too. Man.
Fuck yeah, dude! Every song is amazing on that. Instrumental. The
instrumental.
Yeah. So what does that Leslie box do? What does it do?
It projects the sound of the accordion.
Wow.
But and that accordion, like I said, it's a MIDI, so you can make it sound like a piano,
like a piano,
a keyboard, like a synthesizer.
Is that what Steve Jordan would use? I mean, because Steve would put a lot of different effects in his accordion.
No, Steve Jordan had like an Echoplex kind of thing that he would use for his accordion.
But didn't Steven always mess with it? Like, didn't he take it apart
and put it back together?
Yeah, put it back together.
Yeah, I guess he tuned it. He had a certain way of tuning it.
Yeah, very Frankenstein.
Nowadays, it's called jazz tune now. But he would put it through his microphone and connect it to this thing. It was I used to have one. It was a Maestro. What was it called, brother? You don't remember? No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba, but it was a black box like that. And tiene 3 buttons, and it makes the effect like Steve Jordan.
Yeah, because when I would listen to the Steve Jordan music, I'm like, who would have thought to put delay on it, you know, and like right on time, you know? I mean, that dude used to do a lot of exploring and experimenting in the studio with the accordion. He's probably one of the most experimental accordionists that we've ever had. Do you think that,
yes,
David Lee?
Most definitely. I mean, he was way ahead of his time. Man.
Or can you think of somebody else, or is he at the top?
No, that guy's got to be at the top.
Yeah, and not as long as he had been around. I mean, that guy's from a long time back.
He made that accordion sound like that even without any effects, you know, the way he tuned it and everything, the way he played it, you know. Because I have a Steve Jordan model accordion. Y la toco y le digo, no se oye como Steve Jordan. you have to be
the owner.
The owner, yeah. The Steve Jordan model.
Yeah.
Y digo, la toco yo, toco una polka de Steve Jordan. No se oye como Steve Jordan. ¿Qué pasó?
Did you ever run into Steve? Did you all ever get together and talk and stuff?
I would go there to a place in San Antonio on St. Mary's, Salutes, because I would hear that during the week, you know, like Wednesday or Thursday, he would play there. And myself and Chante Barrera went one day and checked him out. We walked in and whoa, he was there playing with his son. It wasn't his sons yet, pero Juanito.
Okay. Yeah, he would play drums, and he's
drums.
The dude's blind, dude. He plays drums, and he plays like guitar. He plays accordion, just like Steve Jordan.
The keyboard también tocaba. That day he was playing keyboards with him. I was like, whoa.
Blind. He's a blind. Well, he's not a kid anymore, but he was very young when I saw him with him.
That's true.
So you were there, and you got to check him out.
Yeah, checked them out, and then during the break they went outside, Y ahí va, como dice César, ahí va el fastidioso a ponerle. No, I just wanted to say hello to him, right?
Yeah.
You know, we were there talking for a good while, man.
Yeah.
You know, they took a break.
What
and then
did
they
you
would
all
come
talk
back.
about, man?
No más que, where y'all been? Y dónde está tocando? He would ask me, where y'all been? You know, pues tocamos aquí, allá. Oh, sí. And he remembers every place. Like, tocamos en el Wishing Well in Pierce. Yo toqué ahí también. En el año, quién sabe qué. Wow.
But you never ran into him earlier in your career, like in the 80s and stuff like that? Or
I went and listened to him late 70s or mid 70s. I remember going to San Antonio, and it was a big dance. I think Latin Breed played and something, and Steve Jordan, y se llamaba ¿cómo se llamaba? Super Mex. Esteban Jordani. It was before it was a Rio Jordan.
Yeah.
Se llamaba Super Mex. Steve Jordan and Super Mex. Y traían unos cuantos horns.
Sí.
Y el acordeón. And man, those guys were awesome.
Yeah, that guy was a big-time jazz fan. I mean, when I'd hang out with him at his house, we'd party like for days, dude. And he had satellite TV, so satellite TV used to have like channels of music, and like Pandora. Wow. And so he'd go to the jazz channel, and he'd leave it on for 24 hours, like just that's all we were listening to all day and night. And he was a very interesting character, man. Very eccentric. I mean, he could have been a millionaire, right, dude?
He could have, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
man.
He didn't care about that, bro. He wasn't.
There's a love of music.
It was just music, dude. Yeah. I mean, he didn't. He was sort of eccentric and stuff like that, you know, to a point where all he cared about was music. No big materialistic stuff. Just give him instrumentation, give him some recording equipment, and leave me alone. You know?
Wow.
Right?
Y después la paciencia, his patience to teach his sons. Les enseñó a los hijos cómo tocar la guitarra y el bass. And we played with them at Rosedale Park one day, and the kids were playing already, right? And I told them, so what other music do y'all play? Just my dad's. That's all we know. We don't know how to play anything else, just our dad's music.
Sí.
I guess he would drill him like every day, practice.
I was there, and the kids would be there, and they'd just be playing with the sax all day.
Wow.
That's all they did, dude. They didn't work.
No.
And then they'd go outside and hit the ball with like the golf balls in the yard just to get out of the house.
Right.
But they were at home all day long while me and Steve were partying, you know, and they were just there playing. Awesome. But, wow, man, great stories and great memories. Pues Flaco Jimenez en los Huecas.
Oh, se los Huecas, yes.
What a career, what a legend that guy was.
Legend, man.
Did you ever get to meet or hang out with him? Or?
Yeah, I took my accordion one time, I remember, because he lived right up the road from Poteet on Highway 16 going to San Antonio, right before Loop 410. He has his house there. Y tenía un taller in the back, a little shop where he fixes accordions. He messed with accordions, and somebody told me, hey, Flaco las compone. And yeah, I've heard of that.
Wow.
And Gilbert Reyes from Honer, one of my sponsors, he said, whenever you need a quick fix or whatever, ve con Flaco ahí está up the road, where you live. Yeah, that's right. So I went over there, and Gilbert and myself, we went over there one day, and he me enseñó ahí el taller, and las acordeones que he was working on. So one day I took my accordion, y le llevé el acordeón, y me compuso una voz que se iban quebrado. Pero yeah, real nice guy, man. Pobrecito, and real down to earth, donde quiera que me miraba, si me miraba in the crowd or whatever, David, dije yo no soy nadie, I'm nobody, but he would like, I guess, to talk to me or whatever. Y me decía, no, hombre, tú con la acordeonzota esa grandota. Digo, ¿cómo le haces para tocar esa? Le dije, no sé, estoy aprendiendo todavía. Dijo, no, ¿qué aprendiendo? No, I am. Le dije, no, sí. Dijo, pero no, I mean, y agarras la regular accordion y pues agarras esa acordeonzota. Le dije, oh, it's something I love, I guess, Yeah.
It's, the times that I met Flaco, he seemed to me like a happy-go-lucky guy, man.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like, you can feel it.
Never saw him with a frown or
just happy.
Yeah, just happy, right.
And, and I had never seen him perform. And then at Rosedale Park, they have that Conjunto Festival.
Yeah.
And I saw him for the very first time, and I was blown away, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, el vato was just in one accordion.
Oh.
Muchos dicen que muchos acordeonistas cambian acordeones, como estás diciendo, ¿verdad? Que, like, for every key of the song.
Oh.
And then some, but is it a necessity, or can an accordionist just do all the songs with one accordion, just change it around?
If you're a real accordion player, you can do it with one accordion.
Yeah.
David Lee tiene tres.
I got 3 of them, pero my excuse is the chromatic accordion is, is más like the estilo de conjunto Bernal. Not that I can't play like Oscar Hernandez, another one of my heroes, right?
Yeah.
Pero it's just otro estilo, it's another sound. And then I get the 3-row accordion that has like 5 switches, and those are like the Relampagos songs. That's what they were recorded on.
Sí.
So you learn them on that, and then you get the smaller 3-row accordion. It's like Flaco Jimenez, those kind of music.
Yeah. So if say you got to a gig like 300 miles away from home, and you found out your roadie didn't bring all your accordions and he only brought one of them,
right.
Would you have to cancel, or would you?
No. Improvise. Improvise. Yeah, no.
Improvise.
Yeah. No lo podemos tocar en este tono, pero vamos a tocar en este tono. Está más
Sol,
fácil.
no fa.
Exactly,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy, man. Yeah. I've been told that, and I think like Flaco was one of those accordionists that que no cambiaba acordeones. Con un acordeón hacía todo el pinche show.
Pues tocaba like in dos o tres diferentes tonos, most of the night,
Oh,
and so we vary, like my dad always told me, no, ya, vamos a en este otro tono, para que no te toda la noche just the same sound,
it gets
same
monotonous
after a while.
But it doesn't seem monotonous with Flaco.
No,
It's interesting. I mean,
right.
It doesn't get redundant or anything like that.
Muy alegre.
Yeah.
Bien alegre.
Yeah,
man.
I remember after like the second song he did, dude. He like, and the songs are like, man, they're like, péscate una vironga, carnal. La más muerta, ¿verdad? La que cuando la abres le sale humito. And get ready for some Flaco Jimenez, dude, because you're gonna drink. Pura música relapse, carnal.
Oh, yeah.
Asústame one time. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. PVT.
Ya no quiero que me beses ni besarte, ni mirarte, ni siquiera oír tu voz, porque supe que tenías otro amante y en Laredo ya tenías otros 2. Te gusta mucho el baile y bailas al compás. Te vas hasta Laredo y quieres más y más.
Like the conjunto music, it all depends on the compás, right?
Right.
But in your music in Tejano, I mean, you can explore and experiment,
slow,
do all kinds
faster,
of stuff.
Faster, slow.
Yeah. So it's like, I guess Tejano is kind of a progressive conjunto thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Lee Garza Cesar's here now. Robstown, Texas. El vecino de Jesse Serrata, la mamá de Jesse Serrata, right?
Well, they grew up there. They lived there for a while.
Yeah.
But they were my neighbors, and I grew up with all that music. When I joined the band, Los Musicales, Dave, I know I grew up with Los Chachos, Conjunto Bernal, Los Únicos.
Puro coastal band, papa.
My dad had his own conjunto también back in the day, and then he played with Showband USA.
Oh, man.
Mi tío también tocaba con Showband. My high school English teacher was the singer for Showband USA. So I grew up with all that music.
Your dad was a singer, or what was that again?
My high school English teacher was a singer.
Yeah, I remember.
My dad was the accordion player on that song.
Yeah,
that's my dad on the
accordion. That's my favorite song.
Yeah.
The Showband USA.
That's a piano accordion. And,
it's a piano accordion.
My dad was the accordion player on that.
That was our hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your dad right there.
On the accordion, yeah. Mi tío Israel on the guitar. Yeah.
Si el amor no te interesa, solo piensas en riquezas, ya me voy.
Puros 80s, papá.
Eres mi cariño, pues persigue tu destino, ya me voy. Pero voy cerrando puertas para no.
Yeah, so you grew up with the good stuff, Cesar.
Yeah. I mean, that music really, I listened to it, and of course I wasn't born then, but it just takes me back like the memories that I have with Los Serratas, because we would listen to this stuff when I was growing up. I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, and the one song that that really helped me. And till this day, I still can't figure out the third voice, but where the voice is really like we say primera, segunda, tercera, ¿verdad? Al ver llorar un hombre that by Jesse Serrata. It's a slow song. That was the one that we, that they kind of taught me the low voice, the high voice, and we would rehearse that song, and right there next door, and my tios would go over and they would barbecue, and I cantábamos on the porch. That one right there. I think that was maybe a Conjunto Bernal song también, ¿verdad? I'm not sure, but yeah.
Man, Jesse was he was a character también, bro. I remember hanging out with him in Cha-Cha. No, Cha-Cha Jimenez está pesado,
Al ver llorar a un hombre es algo que se admira.
Que le falta testosterone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're crying and you're a man, you need to go to Dr. T's primary care for men and women. Now, what an amazing segue, no?
That's maybe your top one.
Yeah. 956-441-2188.
I was impressed.
Yeah. 2188. Hey, I'm an opportunist. There's an opportunity to give our sponsors a little hit right there. And ladies and gentlemen, you go by, you talk to them, and you start feeling a lot better, man. Testosterone therapy, weight loss therapy, IV vitamin infusion, and peptide therapy. 44121. Mira cómo salgo de ahí, David. Chinga, algo listo para entrar chingado, carnal. Oye, cállate. Y de ahí estoy entrando a la casa y mira como if there's a camera behind me, estoy entrando a la casa así, carnal.
Te rompiste la camisa, ¿no? La rompiste.
Ya. Vete para el cuarto, baby. Ahí voy para allá.
Oh, gosh.
Búscame una camisa.
Una que me queda apretada. Una medium. Oye, sí. Oye, ¿y tú, David, are you in any type of testosterone therapy or anything like that?
We'll talk after the show.
Bueno. Yo tengo la conecta.
Yo sé that.
Yeah.
We'll have to make the trip, Dad.
You know what? My dad, 82 years old, man. He left today from San Antonio because he has to go get his testosterone tomorrow.
Over there.
Yeah, in San Antonio.
Wow.
So si quieres te lo conecto para que te vas y or all they got to do is take a test you because man, you're almost the big 7-0, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that feel, man?
I don't feel too bad. I don't think I look bad. Me encuentro amigos that went to school with me, like at the post office or the store. Y los miro y le digo a mi girlfriend, do I look that bad? No, you don't, baby. Okay.
Pues te pintas el pelo.
Órale, hombre. No.
¿Y de ahí a quién le pregunta? Do I look that? It's like a woman telling you, hey, do these pants make me look fat? No, baby, te voy a echar bien buenota. Vente pa' acá, mi goldish. Yeah, dude. But yeah, man. Dr. T's primary care for men and women. It's a good preventative measure. It keeps you healthy and stuff.
That's
like
good,
that.
Man. Yeah,
Y te dan ganas de ir a bowl y golf al mismo tiempo, carnal.
Oye, tú.
Que sepa, ¿verdad que sí, Chess?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You'll start hulking up like Hulk Hogan.
You'll dust off the damn bowling balls, man.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay, I need that.
Nomás que cuando te pongas a bowl y andas en testosterone, carnal, van a comenzar a temblar los pins, carnal.
Vas a quebrar pins.
Se mocan.
And you throw the bowling ball. You don't roll it.
You don't roll it, throw it. Okay.
Also want to thank Ron Hoover RV and Marine of Odessa. Ladies and gentlemen, oye, desde Odessa, Texas, papá, asústame one time. Mira nomás como tienen. ¿Te gusta ir camping a ti, David?
Not really. I'm not an outdoorsman like that.
No.
Pero Anthony Patterson is a real good friend of mine.
Sí, Anthony. Un saludito para Anthony. They are authorized coachmen and Palomino dealership serving the Odessa, Texas area, and they're proud to carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory. They got boats too. And look at that. The inside. Parece una casita, papá. No, hombre, cállate la boca.
That's what you call glamping.
Yeah.
Glamorous camping.
No, la cosa es, pues, si voy camping, nunca voy a querer salir de la trela. Me voy a quedar dentro de la trela para que salir para afuera, carnal.
That's how you take it. Yeah.
Ahí con la baby doll y los perritos, no, hombre, cállate. Y de ahí, pues, ordenas una pizza porque, pues, ya ni quieres aprender el bote porque está tan de aquellas adentro del RV. Papá, mira nomás. Un shower también.
Does it come with a butler?
No. Se llama Alfred. Ay, es Alfred, el de Batman, no? But, man, ladies and gentlemen, you got to give him a call. Anthony Patterson, 432-247-8555. Got a beautiful bed right there. And all month long, they've got a sale going on. We'll tell you more about that. It's actually tax-free. You know, por la escuela, le hacen tax-free a los students, pero they're doing it with the RVs, and they're doing it the whole month of August, ladies and gentlemen. So go by. Look at that. A tax-free RV roadshow. Ron Hoover, RV of Odessa. And you keep all the savings, they pay the tax, all right? So it's going to be fantastic. And thank you so much to Anthony. And also want to thank Nisi Auto Sales. Un saludito para Eddie Garza, toda la familia Garza. They're located at 4501 North FM 755 in Rio Grande City. También in Mission, Texas at 1512 East Business Highway 83. Ahí andaba con ellos y pues compra aquí, paga aquí, papá. No tienes que ir para ninguna parte a hacer el pago, ahí lo haces. Y pues they've got some SUVs, you know, un carrito bien padre para toda la familia, una troquita si andas de single y quieres levantar baby dolls. Y pues hay también otra little SUV también. Those are real nice for the teacher type of a person. También you've got, you know, nice little Impala right there as well. Y pues para el gas, mira, con $20 se llena, papá. Sústame. Puedes ir toda la semana nomás echándole gas una vez al carrito. Nisi Auto Sales, te queremos ayudar. Give them a call también if you want to give them a call at 956-263-1615. Thank you so much, la familia Garza. Órale, es todo. So, David Lee, tienes una rola nueva, papá.
Una rola nueva, yes. Big shout out to the familia Jimenez, Danny Jimenez Jr.
Ah, sí, de aquí de Dana.
De Dana, yes. He's the one that sent me this song. Dijo, my dad did this song in the 70s.
Sí.
And nobody remembers it. Y yo me acordé right away, nomás lo oí. Oh, yeah. Dijo, esta canción le queda a los musicales. I said, okay, we'll try. We'll give it a shot. Y sí, I showed it to Cesar. Dijo Cesar, yeah, we can do that.
Sí.
So we went in the studio and knocked it out.
And how did you find Cesar? I mean,
that's
he was
interesting.
He was 23 years old when he joined the band. You said 10 years, something
10
like
years,
that.
yeah.
And you're 33 now.
33.
So,
So we played a quinceañera there in Robe
Uh-huh.
at the High Chaparral.
okay, yeah.
With us. And we played quinceañera, and Joaquin Cura was singing with us, believe me. Joaquin Cura was in between singers. You know, we got Joaquin, and we tried to, you know, mold him to the musicales. But we all we did was record like one song. Well, he recorded one song on my album, the Just Friends.
Okay.
That I did.
Yeah, with a bunch of
With a different, with Eddie
collaborations,
yeah. So he did that one, and he was singing with us already. And then we started recording our own musicales CD, right, with Joaquin. And we played a quinceañera in Robe, and this friend of ours says, hey, would you let my cousin sing a song? Dijo, who's your cousin? Dijo, pues se llama Cesar Martinez. Dijo, but he's a local guy, and he sings with a local band here. And we said, well, yeah, sure. And then he got up and sang Mujer Liberada, the one that Jay recorded with us.
Oh, yeah.
La Mujer Liberada. And he sang it. He got up there, Rock, and he sang it just the way we recorded it. No le puso más ni menos, nomás la cantó así. And that was it. And bye. We were like, ya se fue aquel vato, you know. So he got off. And then we, like I said, we were back in the studio about 3 weeks later. And dijo my brother, Richard, dijo, brother, ¿por qué no le hablas a aquel guy que cantó con nosotros in Robstown? You know, we'll feature him as a, you know, like a special guest, you know, on this album. ¿Verdad? That's a good idea. And we got the number from that cousin of his. Y me dio el número a mí. Yo le llamé y no contestó este guy. No contestó. Y then I text him.
Les tienes que textar.
Ya nadie contesta.
Pensaba que era bill collector.
Dijo, no voy a pagar este mes, no voy a pagar.
Puro spam, te habla ahora, ¿no? Spam.
Yep. So no, he called me back. Dijo, le dije, this is David Garza. Oh, okay. I didn't recognize the number. Dijo, that's why I didn't answer. So blah, blah, blah. So long story short, le dije, we're recording an album right now. I'd like for you to feature you on you know, as a guest singer, vocalist on this album, on the CD. And he said, okay, what song? Le dije, te voy a mandar una canción. And we had a song in mind, you know, so I sent it to him. Dijo, when do you want to do this? I said, I'll give you about a week to learn it, you know, and we're going to do it. It was una balada, no, Cesar. Era una canción balada. And then we said, we're going to do it in a ranchera, our style, you know. Oh, okay. And so I gave him about a week, and the next week we went in there, the studio, and I told Gilbert Velasquez, I told him, this guy's gonna come in and record this one song. Oh, really? Oh, okay. And he walked in, and we lay down the tracks, you know, and he sang it, because being from Robstown, I didn't want him to just come and do a dry run and then go back home and then have to come back. So no, let him record it, you know. So we did the basic music on Foundation y todo. Y la grabó y como en 10 minutes se la aventó.
Sí.
Y dijo Gilbert Velasquez, estaba en Gilbert muy serio on the controls. Dijo, this guy's good, man, but don't tell him. Don't tell him. So we didn't tell him, you know, okay, déjale. So he recorded that one
Hace
song.
chifla, carnal.
Oh, yeah, no.
Sí,
no.
se hace diva.
That was my first time ever in a studio.
a professional recording
Yeah,
studio.
Well, tell me about your nerves. Weren't you like, a la mo?
Yeah. I was at the time when he called me. I was working for the school district, and I was like, what, you know? So I go and I tell my friends, hey, you know, and then I call my mom right away, and we go over there, we record, I come back, and that was it, man. But it was just
You weren't intimidated, though?
I was, you know. That's why I was like, man, I can't believe, you know, David Lee's, you know, it was just
Surreal.
to me, it was surreal, very
Yeah.
surreal, you know, to be given the opportunity. And of course I didn't think anything of it, you know. I was just an honor to be you know, considered as a special guest on the album.
And at the end of the day, you told David Lee, and it's been your pleasure.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little story before that. My dad would always tell me cuando se iba un cantante y buscamos otro.
Yeah.
And my dad would always tell me, mijo, busca un chavalón que sepa las canciones de los Chachos, de Bernal, de los Serrata, la música que te gusta a ti. Dije, Dad, there ain't no kid around like that. Not no more.
Doesn't exist.
You know, there's nobody like that. Pues que lo vamos encontrando a César, you know, and puro trivia on the bus, right, bus? César, we're there y me pone una canción de los Chachos y me dice, boss, tú no sabes esta, por favor. Y le digo el nombre de la canción, and then I tell him, how about this one? Oh, I never heard that one, but I like it, blah, 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 you know. Yeah, but my dad would be, he's up there smiling right now.
Yeah.
I told you you're going to find a young guy that knew all that material. But
He's an old soul, man.
Yeah, man. He is,
right, dude?
in a young body.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
And there'll
bro.
be times, you know, when, you know, it's in quinceañera or wedding or something, we'll throw out some of those old songs, you know, the Serrata songs and stuff like that.
And what was the song you did over there at El Chaparral when this guy's asked you?
Mujer Liberada.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Wow. And
Off
you
of-
hit it out the ballpark?
Oh, well.
Pues
They
chingado.
called me. They called me.
Aquí la tenemos en karaoke.
Yeah, let's do it.
Vamos a ver, César. We're putting you on the spot, bro. A ver si es verdad lo que dije, David.
En Salinas, California, se oyó Juliana Mendoza.
No más.
Quería conocer el mundo, no le importaba otra cosa. Tenía 17 años y era muy linda y hermosa.
Asústame one time.
Quiso dejar a sus padres porque ya estaba cansada. En las costumbres antiguas, también de las regañadas. Por eso al dejar su casa, era mujer liberada.
Está buena la historia esta.
Juliana traía dinero, 10 pesos que ella había alzado. Se fue por la carretera, caminando por un lado, con el dedo haciendo señas a las trocas y a los carros. That was a trial song right there.
I gotta hear the ending of it when it stops, you know. And Huela, huela, palomita. Oh, that's a part right there. You got to hear the whole song till you can get to that part, bro. You know what I mean?
En Salinas, California, la levantó un marinero. Le dijo que la llevaba, pero quería algo primero y comenzó a molestarla y a Juliana le dio miedo. Juliana quiso escaparse, pero no andaba de suerte. La puerta estaba trancada y el hombre era muy fuerte y en manos del marinero Juliana encontró la muerte.
Here we go.
Vuela, vuela, palomita, que aquel corrido se acaba. Juliana quedó tirada, quiso conocer el mundo.
¡Órale todos!
Y ser mujer liberada. Se me fueron las palabras, pero ahorita.
I like
You,
that.
you just got caught up in the moment.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Hey, pues lo pusimos en el spa. Ya sabes, carnal,
Yeah, you did.
Te sacaste la. He's got a very smooth voice, man.
does, man. He
bro,
does.
Thank you.
Wow.
And the comments Gibby's putting, he's still not that good though.
Don't
Sounds
tell him.
just
Don't
about
tell
right.
him. Don't tell
Y'all
him.
don't tell him he's good.
No. So there.
And so,
Lo que piensan los producers.
bro.
No le levantes el cuello al vato.
No, not yet.
Yeah, no, man, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Qué bueno, carnal. Y pues sí, no batallas con él ni nada como los otros singers.
Tú batallas con todos, pero
They're all trouble.
¿En qué manera batallas con este
con
cantante?
César, no batallado mucho, nomás le gusta la tetera un poquito, pero,
Ah, sí.
pero
boy.
en veces canta mejor cuando anda,
Sí.
anda medio rock and roll.
me dijo Dave one time, I always say this. One time we said, Dave, hey, boss, anoche estabas cantando y hasta me estaba casi quitando la camisa y todo. Y dijo, ya, pero te dices mejor, boss, te dices mejor.
Oh, that one time vino en el second set y traía la camisa brochata,
Andaba bien largo.
mandaba Rammer,
El Rambo. Con los tres pelitos que tenemos aquí en el pecho y la chingada. Asústame one time. So, Freddie Records, man, you're with Freddie now.
Freddie, yeah. After we talked about 2 years ago in Vegas at one of the conventions. Pues we'd always meet him. I'd meet up with him aquí allá, ¿no? And then I would go record it with his studio for Jay Perez and for Jimmy Gonzalez.
Sí.
Pío Treviño.
You were doing a lot of studio work.
There. Y siempre me miraba, me saludaba, hey, everything's good. Yeah, everything's good. Pero 2 years ago in Vegas me dijo, ya cuando pase todo este convention y todo, Dave, dijo, let's sit down and talk, man. And I said, oh, okay. I told my carnales, and hey, Freddie quiere hablar con nosotros. You know, but we have our own label. You know, we've been doing independent for about 10 or maybe longer years. You know.
Is it hard being independent?
Yeah, because we get lazy.
The distributing and all that
No,
stuff?
distributing, Armando Sanchez from Houston would handle that.
Okay.
Pero íbamos y grabas rock and roll y después te maireas y se pasa un año.
You need somebody to be on your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, you guys got to be here. You got to do this.
So
we
we
got to
started
do that.
recording every 2 years instead of every year putting out one new song. New album, CD, whatever you want to call it. And 2 years se pasaban, hey, it's time to go record. Yeah, ahora le vamos a grabar. So Freddie said, you know, let's talk after que vamos de aquí para atrás. So that was 2 years ago. Y se pasó el tiempo otra vez, and I'd still go with the record and everything. And then this past year, well, right before we went back to the convention this year, and in Vegas, dijo, I went and recorded for Jay Perez a song that still hasn't come out. It's going to come out, I think. And he said, are you busy? I said, no, ¿qué pasó? Dijo, remember I told you we wanted to talk to you, and dijo, you got time? I said, yeah, I got time, you know. Ya acabé la canción aquí de Jay, so So he said, let me show you the place. Have you ever seen their place? Dije, no, he visto. Me enseñó aquí, allá. The warehouse. Dije, how about your warehouse? Dije, tienes ahí CDs de los Chachos, de los Fabulosos, de all these bands, Mayo, los Casinos.
Yeah.
Y dijo, they're in there somewhere, yeah. Dijo, we don't have, I have a lot of CDs, but I don't know where they're at. Dijo, pero you tell me what you want and I'll get them for you. I said, okay. Dijo, let me show you. Have you seen our office up there? And dije, no. Dijo, let's go up there. Ya lo sentamos y comenzamos a hablar. Y dijo, remember I told you we wanted to talk? Dije, well, yeah, it took you long enough. 2 years, 2 years later.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, busy shit, man. We're all busy.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, empezamos a hablar y he offered us a deal, and I said, we've been doing our independent thing so long, and it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. Yo y Joey siempre hacíamos the Mayoral y faltaba esto y lo otro, y yo le hablaba a Joey, hey, so-and-so needs the song over there. And, well, wait, Dave, I got to send it over here. Okay, está bueno. It's a lot of work. Mm-hmm. So cuando me ofreció Freddie, dije, you know what? That'll take a lot of our time, for us to concentrate more on recording and having an executive there, a record executive. Of course, he's going to want you to record every year. So, yeah. Tiene la whip, that's good. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Para tener música fresca every year, man.
Yeah. So then he's handling like everything. Like
everything, yeah. And it's funny that we had, when I was at the studio there recording for Jay's song, I told the guys that we were talking there, have y'all been recording? I said, yeah, we just finished an album, a whole thing. We just finished it. And Freddie oyó, dijo, well, I heard you downstairs saying that y'all already finished the whole album. I said, yeah. You think I can listen to it? I said, sure. I've got a USB there. I've got the songs there. So we went back to the studio. He was taking notes and this and that. Dijo, what if we take this one out on Freddie Records, Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, yeah, that's going to save me about $10,000,
Yeah.
And dijo, I'll do everything, I'll do the distribution and this and that. So we came to an agreement,
Yeah.
And we're going to do it for like 3 years.
That's great.
Yeah, man.
And that way you could just focus on music, dude.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
All that other shit, it takes you out of the element and, it keeps you from creating.
Now, we just started with them, and the CD hasn't come out just yet. Pero every week, me manda una lista. Can you do this interview? Este. Yeah. Sure. So he's got me busy también, ¿verdad? Pero doing interviews and stuff. Más antes, we used to do a radio tour. Remember back in the day? I
remember that, yeah.
Man, we drive all the way to all over Texas, hasta El Paso, Midland, Odessa, San Angelo, down the valley.
Promotional.
Y ahora ya nowadays, pues ya no hay muchas estaciones de radio.
No.
Pero internet and stuff. So
Podcasts
también.
Oh,
Tan bruto los podcasts.
Yo le dije a Freddie, because I saw him at the Jason Bonham concert.
He was there?
Yeah, dude, he was there. He was like in the second row in front of the Jimmy Page lookalike guitar player.
Nice, man.
And I saw him, man, and man, he looks great for his age, man.
He does, man.
Freddie looks great, and one of the nicest persons I've ever met.
Are you talking junior or senior?
Junior.
Junior, yeah.
Yeah.
Pero los dos son a todo dar.
So, ¿tú hablaste con Freddie Senior?
No, junior.
Con Junior.
Órale. Yeah, we're more the same age. No,
sí.
I'm a little older.
Yeah, you're about 10 years older than us.
8 years. No le pegues más.
So how old is Freddie?
Freddie's about 60, no, brother? He told me.
He said 60.
He's 59. He's going to be 60.
He looks
good.
Amazing, dude. Yeah.
They're real nice guys. Super nice guy, man.
Wow. No, yeah, I always thought me and Freddie were the same age because he's a big Kiss fan. He bought the suit that Paul Stanley wore on the Destroyer tour.
No.
He bought that outfit?
He bought it.
Damn.
And that's how big of a Kiss fan. I mean,
does he have it on display there at the?
He has a museum in his house, like a big old, like a monster. I guess it's on his man cave.
Yeah.
But I remember when he bought it. He bought it like in the 90s or something. And I said, hey, man, I bought Paul Stanley's outfit from the Destroyer tour. I go, really? Yeah. And I go, did you try it on? I tell him. He goes, you bet I did, bro. He tried it. He put it on, bro.
Did it fit?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it fit or not. I don't remember asking.
Is he a thin guy?
Yeah, he's thin, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it fit him. Might have fit him a little big, maybe. I don't know but I was like, dude, man. So when we would talk like that, I knew we're like the same age. You know what I mean?
The references were all there.
Yeah, and so I saw him at the concert at Jason Bonham, and then he texted me. To tell me thank you for bringing you on the show, and I told him, dude, anybody you want to send down the pipeline? I mean, if he's making you a list of where to go, he needs to put my show in there with it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Freddie, come on, dog, let's do it. Yeah, because I don't have time to be,
Buscando,
bro. I mean, I got a hold of you because I ran into Juan Solis's son, and I said, you know what, let's get you and your dad and David on.
Yeah.
So, pero me la paso jalando todo el día, carnal. Y a veces me mandan, requests, to be on the show and stuff. And I'll ask them, okay, send me a link of what you've got and all this. Right. Sometimes they'll tell me, hey, man, podemos estar en tu show este día porque we're going to release our album 2 weeks later. And I'm, no, release your stuff and then come.
Right.
That way people can just go to your streaming platform and you get the streams because
and it's all ready.
You tell people about something that's in 2 weeks, and 2 weeks they're not gonna remember, bro. It's like there's so much shit. We're getting bombarded with information daily. Right. And TikTok, but you go through like 20 videos in 20 seconds, But so I was like, I told Freddie, hey man, whatever you need, bring them on, let me know. And when I found out that he had you on there, right. And you all have that new song, que es de Danny Yanez's.
Danny Yanez's dad, senior.
Let's check it out. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to listen to the brand new one. It's on Freddie Records. It's David Lee Garza, Atormendado, Cesar on vocals. Let's check it out. Is that Oscar on horns?
Rick Rios, a friend from Houston.
Me estás atormentando. ¿Qué es lo que quieres de mí? No tengo que entregarte. Mi vida yo te la di. Borracho y he pasado para poderte olvidar. Y entre más tomo el vino, te comienzo yo a mirar. Y entre más tomo el vino, te comienzo yo a mirar.
And you have a great voice, Cesar.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Amazing.
Cantando yo he encontrado alivio a mi dolor y siempre estaré atormentando hasta que logre tu dolor. Ya no seas tan ingrata, compadécete de mí y andaré siempre borracho, así podré vivir.
It sounds amazing, man. Se avientaron, David.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Really
you.
tight, man.
Yeah.
Really good.
And it's got, I like the sound that they put on the horns
The
there.
horn and
They
the
sound kind of
keys.
distant, but yeah.
El Gibby Velázquez. So there, dijo so there.
So there.
Es la palabra de so there.
Oye, Richard vino contigo. Richard, you want to come on the show and say hi to somebody?
has to,
Cesar,
man.
why don't you let
Aquí,
Richard
boss.
come on
Aquí,
in?
boss.
A ver qué mentiras le sacamos a Richard.
¿Verdad?
Antes que nos vayamos. Porque these guys are heading on back to San Antone. Qué bonita selección. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to put it on your playlist. David Lee Garza, Atormendado is the name of the song. It's on Freddie Records. And how long has the song been out, man?
It's just been out like a couple of weeks. 2 weeks.
August 5th?
Well, August the 15th. It's the official day
Awesome.
on all the social media platforms.
Richard Garza,
sir.
how's it going, Rich?
Doing good, man.
Man, long time no see, man. I've seen David Lee, but man, I hadn't run into you in a while.
I stand behind the band. I'm in the back area.
For many years, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you so you're, of course, you're what, my age, right?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Yeah, you're the youngest, and the drummer Adam is in between you and Richard.
Yes. We're 4 years apart.
4 years apart.
Yeah. Adam's in the middle.
So as soon as you picked up the accordion, Adam picked up the drums and pushed you out of the drums because you started drums, right? And then you got the accordion and he got the drums?
Yeah, he had to get the drums because we were having trouble finding a drummer. He would get on the chair, the kitchen chairs. The vine, eran de vine nomás antes. Agarraba dos tenedores y ahí estaba. Me and my dad would be playing. And él estaba con las, pegándole a las the stools, the chairs.
Yeah.
And he tore up a lot of chairs, believe me. Right. Y le dije a Dad, dijo, andamos buscando un tamborero. Dije, how about Adam? Adam was all of 8 years old. I was 12 and Adam was 8. Dijo, ¿crees que aprende? Dije, yeah. You know, so we bought him my dad bought him a small Majestic set at a music store in San Antonio. Y brought him back and my mom se enojó. Dijo, what did y'all buy? Dijo, pues unas tamboras para Adam, porque andamos batallando con los drummers, we can't find one. No va a aprender ese orejón. You know, puras orejas back in the day, right? No short hair. Y dijo, no va a aprender. Dije, más sí aprende, you know, because he's been banging on those chairs all this time. He'll learn. So Adam picked up on the drums.
And dude, he became one of the best drummers, dude. I used to freak out seeing him perform.
Oh, at 8?
See him play.
Did you see him when he was real little?
No, not when he was little, but...
Ahí pues. That's a nice intro, man.
Yeah. That's in the 80s right there.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Richard picked up the bass. Okay, dale la pieza de Richard y yo mamá va a hacer el bajo sexto y ahí tenemos el grupo.
Ya tenemos el grupo.
No batallamos con ahí tráete a Huawei, chinga. Tráete a Huawei.
Con todo pito.
Hey.
Yeah, no, we had a same story, you know, we're finding a bass player to stick, you know, with the band. Ahí está Dicky, ma. We call him Chore at the time because he was short. Y ahí está el Chore, ma. Aprenderá. Yeah, sí aprende. I told my dad, yeah. So, and my mom talked to him because he wanted to dance. Nosotros tocando y él bailando con las girls. Todo dar, you know.
Yo creía que quería meterse en ballet o algo así.
He was just dancing away, man.
I was dancing.
Yeah. And he didn't want to play. Dije a mi mamá, no quiero tocar yo. And my mom told him, you would make your dad and your brothers very proud. And y'all could all travel together like that. So I guess she talked to him. She talked in.
What made you, Rich, and with the mic a little closer to you there, man? So what made you say, you know what, I guess I'll do it or what? Or
what was the tipping point?
It was probably the pay, right? They're going to pay him.
The peer pressure?
My dad was like, okay, you're going to have to work. Either you play in the band or you find a job somewhere. Pues me fui de ice cream salesman.
Sí. Bluebell?
Pasaba un ice cream truck.
Baskin Robbins?
And I would go and I helped the men out, pero...
Andabas como Big Worm.
Algo así.
Big Friday.
But then I picked up the bass and Dave started showing me.
And yo no me le enseñé los basics, you know, primera, segunda, tercera.
Sí.
And he picked it up after that.
What's the easy? Is that the easiest instrument in Tejano, man? The bass or no? I don't think anything is easy, right?
I love the bass. I tell everybody if I had to do it all over again, I'd be a bass player and I'd be real chocante, man. Like the drive, the drive of the band. I'm the
lambiendo el neck.
Blood coming down.
Y de ahí le haces como una carabina. Así como le está dando.
I love the bass, but he picked it up and he's done a great job ever since.
Yeah, and it was family.
Family.
Just you guys. And while we came out of like, is he related to you?
Yeah, he's our cousin. Primo. Primo, you know, he would play in the junior high band, I think.
Yeah.
Because he was pretty young también. And
estaba en la marching band.
Nos lo mandaba mi tía. Le dije a mi dad, Tone, ahí te voy a mandar el gordo para que le enseñes cómo tocar, you know, because my dad always liked accordion and sax together. Y iba para allá conmigo y yo no sabía. He knew how to write music a little bit, you know, in the band.
Sí.
Pero había unas notas de, wow, busca esta nota. Y estaba en el saxo. Esa. ¿Qué es? No sé, pero le voy a poner una marquita aquí. So that's the way he learned, you know. And then in the ear, empezó a aprender nomás, you know, oyendo canciones. And he picked it up. He picked it up pretty good. He did this for a good while. Yeah. Well, he had a little accident, a setback about 2-3 years ago, brother, already. Like 3-4 years maybe.
Health, okay.
Well, no, he had an accident.
Oh, a car accident?
No. No, he was coming from San Antonio getting supplies for he's got a snow cone stand.
Okay.
In Poteet. Se llama Wowis. Snow cones. Y venía de traer all the syrup and all the kind of the stuff that he bought over there. Y dijo, man, I had to go to the restroom. Dijo, but I didn't want to go to the store. So he saw this funeral home que está ahí en el south side de San Antonio. Dijo, I know where. Dijo, I'm going to go back there. Hay un dumpster in the back.
Oh,
so fue para allá. He did his thing there. De volar, and he was going to get back in the truck. Pues abajo del dumpster, there was some grease and stuff, you know. Y cuando pisó en el step side de la Suburban o la Excursion que trae, se resbaló y se cayó para atrás, and he broke his leg. Y dijo, tuve tirado, primo, dijo, 20 minutes. Nobody around. He said, I was there 20 minutes just...
Con la broken leg.
Con la broken leg, you know, dijo, está la pata, you know, se la quebró right in the middle. Yeah, not the ankle, above the ankle se la quebró.
Yeah.
So dijo, I was there tirado 20 minutes. And
The
I said,
femur.
Yeah,
No, the femur's the top.
And then the bottom, what is it?
I don't know.
The schemer.
Yeah. Dale de schemer.
Algo así.
Bueno, y dijo,
Are you sure it's not the femur?
The femur's the big one on the top.
Okay.
Above the knee.
Google,
I know that.
Googleale.
La pinche pierna chingambe.
And so he said, you know, after 20 minutes, I said, I'm going to get up. Y dijo, como pude, dijo, me agarré el steering wheel de algo y me levanté. And I got in the truck and my leg was dangling.
Damn.
Y dijo, and I drove to Poteet. Dijo, y fui y levanté este muchachito que trabajaba con nosotros. Dijo, I picked him up and I told him, you need to go with me to get all this stuff down at the snow cone stand. Dijo, and after that, we're going to go to the hospital. Dijo, why? Dijo, look at my leg. Y tal, puntando hina para otro lado. You know,
It's the fibula and the tibula.
Ándale, fibula.
Te dije,
The
I told you.
fibula and the tibula.
¿Y por qué chingados es femur? Femur is
The
a
big one, the one above the
Tibia.
tibia. Yeah, you see, tibula sounds like a stripper or something. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got tibula.
tibia.
It's not tibula, it's tibia.
Tibia.
Tibia, yeah.
Está bien,
Ya te dijeron.
But that's when the water's warm, no? Tibia. Tibia.
So el muchacho lo llevó para la hospital y dijo, tell them to bring the biggest wheelchair they have. Y viene la muchacha con la regular wheelchair y lo miró, dijo, I'll be right back, güey, y le trajo una más grande. And they had to wheel him in. And he was down for about a year, bedridden kind of.
Damn.
To you know, so it would mend con tornillos and heal. Yeah.
Because it's two bones.
Yeah.
A primary and then a secondary. Yeah.
But wow, he's been through some stuff, no?
Yeah, he has, man.
His family and everything, bro.
But he's doing good now.
Yeah,
He's doing
qué
good,
bueno.
and we had to get off the road porque está difícil. He still anda con un walker just to be sure, you know, no caerse and re-injure that.
And he's got the snow cone stand,
He's got the snow
keep him
cone
going, you know,
100
stuff
miles
like
an
that.
hour. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Siempre.
Simón.
Yeah.
¿Y tu
Tigers,
carnal,
¿verdad?
Adam, todavía está tocando drums con ustedes?
Oh, yeah, todavía. And he's a deacon. He's a
¿sí?
deacon in our family, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Deacon Adam Garza.
Un diácono,
Algo así, ¿no?
como Hugo de la Cruz.
Dale.
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay.
Yeah, he's a deacon.
That's what he
también.
is. So no, he's still playing in the
He
band.
got into the church and
The
all
church, yeah. He se arrimó más a la church y dijo, mi mamá, ustedes debían de arrimarse. Digo, sí, ma. I used to be an altar boy for years and years. Well, that doesn't count. ¿Cómo que doesn't count? You know,
I paid my dues.
I paid my dues for a long time ago.
Pues ya we
pero-
get older, los ponemos más cerca a la religión, carnal, ya
fácil,
sabes.
¿verdad? Yeah, we do so much
Ya
crazy
hicimos
things.
todo el
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. Yeah.
Ahora sí quiero confesar. Perdóname,
Yeah,
Dios.
perdóname.
Except for your dad, Rock. He's just getting started.
Jefe mío, esto el diamante.
Oye, el diamante.
Pesado.
Saludo al diamante.
Quería ir a Twin
I'm always
Peaks.
asking- Oh, yeah.
Sí, lo llevé para Twin Peaks.
His glasses were like, wow.
Ya.
Wow.
Le
No hay
to-
Hooters aquí, Dad. No hay Hooters aquí.
No, ya lo cerraron.
closed it down.
Sí.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
Twin Peaks está bien.
Tienen ojos locos también.
Ojos locos
Ya,
también.
ahí dan puras baby dolls también con pero casi desnudas ahí, ¿eh?
Wearing
yeah.
dental floss.
Sí,
Qué feo.
ya.
Dije a mi abuelito, qué feo.
Le
qué
dije a mi
feo.
papá, no, ojos locos, no te voy a dar para Twin Peaks, allá no están tan descaradas.
Descaradas,
no están
dale.
tan descaradas.
They're more respectful.
Y
classier.
pues yo le tengo que mandar text a la baby doll acá. Era donde me tiene mi papá, baby. That was my idea, la chingada.
Rock is a
Blaming
victim.
him.
Yeah.
Rock is a
yeah,
victim of his
course.
father's
How
lust.
can I say no to my dad?
your
right?
dad,
You know, so lo llevé y pues
Qué bueno.
ahí se take un picture Pues I took a picture of my dad with the girls, and pues I'm rolling my eyes, of course.
Of course.
You know, and
you're doing it because out of the love of your father.
yeah, and I sent it to my wife, and she just sent in capital letters, "I do not approve."
And rolls her eyes.
But you know what, Roy? It makes a great screensaver at work.
Yeah. Oops. So, no, ladies and gentlemen, but David Lee Garza, man, right here with us, man. And Richard, me da mucho gusto en verte, Richard.
Igualmente.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, speaking of places to eat, man, Rodee's Country Fried Chicken, Eagle Pass, Texas, cuando vaya David Lee, ahí se paran y consiguen una cajitera de pollo.
The tibula, the fibula?
Yeah, tibia. I'll have the tibia.
La tibia.
La tibia. And look, man, they've got some amazing gizzards. Los gizzards están brutos. It's absolutely delicious. Ir a los chicken tenders, te hacen un dinner pack ahí y una caja de pollo con papitas y va todo el grupo bien gorgoritos en el camino. De todo está. Nomás no le des al driver porque se te duerme, carnal.
Don't go to the back where the grease is.
Yeah. right. The best fried chicken in Texas. It's Rodee's Country Fried Chicken. Have you guys ever been there? You guys go to Eagle Pass, right?
I passed by there, but I've yet to see it open. Why? When do they open?
Oh, they open with the play because you go to Kickapoo.
Right. Yeah, and there's a place on the left. You say Rodee's.
See, yeah, Rodee's Playland.
Right.
It's open. Just go on in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Pero no miro it's got the trailer, right? Or where
it's a trailer, but there's a big old by the road. There's a big old like a playland, you know, and stuff like that. But if you drive through the back, ahí está la truck y pues ahí te bajas.
Pues nomás paso por acá y miro y está cerrado. Vámonos. Pronto se están calentando las maquinitas. Se están enfriando.
Estás bien prendido con ese jale.
For a while we kept going over there once a week.
Y no hay maquinitas ahí en San Antonio, you know.
Sí hay, pero
not the same.
No, not the same.
No.
You only do the machines. You don't do like blackjack or anything else.
That's in Vegas. In Kickapoo and Eagle Pass, no hay.
There's mostly the machines.
Mostly machines, yeah. There's no cards. Well, there's a poker room, pero está muy slow.
Did you hear that in Vegas they're not going to have human dealers anymore?
What?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I was reading an article today that they're going to turn them into AI dealers. Like, how the hell are you going to beat that, right?
Especially, and there's no fun in flirting with a machine.
Right.
Well, I do that enough at home.
It's going to turn out like...
You want a human being.
I do that at home. Hey, but
when you win, you go, "Hey, darling."
No, but it's gonna be like Walmart, you know, where like everybody stays away from the self checkout. You know what I mean? I'm going where the humans taking me out.
At least I hope the robotic looks sexual. That way, your dad will be there and I'll hang out with him.
Ahí deja todo el Social Security check. Hey, when I went to Vegas the very first time, every elevator I walked into, there was pictures of winners, and they were all old people, dude.
Old people, huh?
It was like there was no young people winning. Eran puros viejitos, carnal, que están ganando y dejan todo el cheque, carnal.
I have a question for David Lee.
A ver.
So and hopefully Vegas, you can pick what your dealer can look like, right? And so I'll take the Linda Carter. Bling.
I'll take Wonder Woman. I'll take the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, so David Lee, who would you pick? And we'll go down the line.
Raquel Welch. Is that showing my age or what?
Yo, Farrah Fawcett.
I knew you were going to say Farrah Fawcett.
You know, baby.
Raquel Welch. And then Mr. Richard.
I'll take...
Let's see.
Paquita la del barrio.
India Maria.
No sé. I don't know.
Yes, you do, man. Don't act like...
Le van a pegar en la casa.
Like he doesn't have lust.
Right.
Too bad the deacon's not here with us. I like to hear that. When we tell him who would you ask for? What kind of woman would you ask for? What woman would you ask for? And he would say none. Es deacon. N-U-N.
Santa Maria.
None.
Boys, and Rally, who would you pick?
Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Well, wait.
Puro pinche rock and roll James Carnacal.
We don't have that ethnic chip ready. So.
Probably Kevin Costner way or something.
Probably.
Yellowstone.
Probably.
From which era?
The right now era.
Right now era.
The
Okay.
Yellowstone era.
El viejón. Pues es el dueño del rancho, güey. Why are you gonna go to the fucking guy that works in the damn punk house? You ain't gonna go there. ¿Ya? Esa es para la... ¿Cómo se llama la que hablaba? ¿Cómo se llamaba? Teeter.
Oh, Teeter.
Teeter, ándale, Teeter. La ruca que hablaba bien, no le entendían ni una chingada. I would put like, the captions.
Right.
Y cuando hablaba ponía, nomás salía WTF with a question mark. Ladies and gentlemen, also want to thank our good friend, man, Richard Molina, man, running for mayor of Edinburgh. Make sure to follow him on social media and get ready to vote. October will be early voting, and then voting is in November. And it's a big race happening in Edinburgh, Texas for the mayor. He's been mayor before, and then he was mayor the next after that, and then he's running for mayor again. A really interesting thing happened with him, but we'll talk about that some other time, maybe when he comes in and talks with us, ¿verdad? But 2025, Richard Molina for mayor in Edinburgh, Texas. Also, we've got an amazing event coming up. They're going to do a special event for Jimmy Gonzalez. As you can see the poster behind me.
Nice.
Forever Jimmy G Music Fest. Henry Gonzalez gave me a call. It's happening September 6th. If you can see the poster there at your top left corner there's my image. I'll be the MC. The Iconics are playing. Margarita's playing. Rustic Rose, an amazing country band, is playing. And we've got a whole bunch of other bands. So follow them on social media or look for hashtag Forever Jimmy G. It's going to be at the Los Fresnos Rodeo Arena. And we're going to be there, baby doll.
Yes, we are.
It'll be the weekend after Labor Day weekend, okay? And it's going to be beautiful. And it's to celebrate the beautiful life of Jimmy Gonzalez, man. You remember Jimmy.
Beautiful,
G,
man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful person, yeah.
Isn't it? Era toda madre, Jimmy.
Yeah,
¿verdad?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, me subías a tocar con él, me invitaba a que tocara live, entre live gigs.
Ajá.
Y estaba tocando ahí y siempre me decía, come on, David, you can do better than that. Yeah, he would always tell me that.
Man, that guy was also very innovative with music as well, man. He'd go into the studio, bro, and olvídate, vato. He had a sharp ear for music.
He had that the touch.
The intros, those intros que hacía.
Yeah.
He was a hit maker, dude.
He was.
That's what he
Midas
was.
touch.
Consistently.
Exactly.
Since the 80s, and like, you could hear a lot of Rigo Tovar in their early music, know. El perro. Hasta ya, ¿cómo se llama la canción? I forgot the name of it, but man, all the early stuff is really awesome, man.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Lee Garza, Los Musicales. Make sure to check out his song and stream it. It's already out. Well, it's already out. It's already out. It was out on the 15th.
On the 15th,
So
yes.
it's out
It's
already.
out.
David Lee Garza, Atormendado. So thank you so much, David. I appreciate you for coming.
Rock and roll, James. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And I just want to clarify one thing real quick. If I'm guilty of when I were playing. I got to say this because pasa la gente bailando me hace smile. Y le digo yo, I can't smile. This is my dad's face, and we have a fake smile. We had a fake smile porque me dicen smile. Y le digo, I can't smile. And I see myself, I catch myself on videos. Y digo, güey, parece que estoy enojado because they'll tell me, estás enojado, estás tocando y estás enojado. Digo, no, I'm just concentrating on what I'm playing, but that's just my face. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah,
man.
interesting. Everybody's different.
Yeah. I can't smile to save my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking, I thought, se guacha como Joseph Stalin.
Bien dictator, el vato, ¿no? Yeah. Authoritarian, el vato. Asústame.
Benito Mussolini.
Well, he's an authoritarian figure for
Yes, he
Accordion, papá. Asústame
That's
one
right,
time.
man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Make sure to stream the new song, the new album on Freddie Records. It's David Lee Garza y Los Musicales, and it's Atormentado. And thank you so much. Everybody wave and let's go, man.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.